guys? How you guys doing? So that was my first moto vlog. It's like my third try, so hopefully we're good here. It's taking me like a week to get everything right. Ooh, bike lane. So hopefully everything's looking good, but it sounded good. That's the main issue. Everything's looking good. I've just had some issues with audio. Still got some stuff coming, so we can do Cena group chats and all that stuff. But for now, we just got me. Based out of Portland metro area. I've been doing video stuff for a long time actually. I never really got big into it, but I kind of bounced around from doing different things with video. I've always kind of gravitated towards it, and it's like I started off, I believe it's when I started off doing, I used to have like this camera that you'd put VHS tapes in it, like the full-size VHS tapes. And me and my buddies, we used to film ourselves going off of bike jumps out in the dirt. We just build them out in the dirt. It was like a little, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like a drainage area, and there was a bunch of dirt on each side, so we just stack up the dirt, and it was downhill. It was great. It was the funnest time, so much fun. And I tried to do like skateboarding videos for my buddies, but you know, never really had. I mean, I was a kid, you know, middle school, so I didn't have all the cool, up-to-date camera stuff. I guess where I kind of like really got into it was about high school. It was about freshman year, sophomore year, when I first got my first gaming computer. Right, I built my first, but when I built my first gaming computer, man, we were doing like me and my buddy. He taught me everything I pretty much know about computers. We started doing gaming videos, you know, like playthroughs, let's plays. Just, you know, we tried just kind of doing that, and then I kind of tried streaming, doing game streaming, but I did that for like a year, and then I got out of that, and I got into, sorry about that, I got into that, well, I got out of that, and then I got into playing airsoft. Like, I started getting kind of known by everybody, or not everybody, but I'd say like, oh dude, it's super windy today. But like people in my region, like a lot of people knew who I was. I got sponsored by a camera company. I stopped because I got back from playing all weekend. I left all my guns in my car, and all my airsoft guns in my car. And somebody busted out the window, took it, stole about $5 grand worth of guns. It was great. Not fun at all. But I did some videos. I know that those videos are definitely on this YouTube channel. I just renamed the channel, and then I never really had all the right stuff. You know, I either didn't have the time to do it, or I didn't have the money to do it. And I mean, well, honestly, I don't have the time really. I don't really have the money either. But I had some things. I sold some things to pay for these things. This I've had for a long time. This camera is the Gear 360 camera, and then this camera is just a GoPro Hero 5. I got a Purple Panda microphone, just some basic stuff. So I got another cheaper microphone coming, so we can run dual microphones, so we can get the Cena. I got epoxy coming, so I can epoxy a battery on the back. The girlfriend at home, and she was like, you should do it, because I was just talking to her about it, and I was like, well, I don't have the time, we don't really have the money. Oh, let's just listen to that. Oh, sometimes I love the sound of this bike. We'll do it again. I don't know how well you guys will be able to hear that, but I like it. It sounds good. And I was like, I don't have the time to do that. I work, we got kids, we got a new baby, you know, I got you know, and it just didn't seem like I was just gonna have time to do any of it. And she's like, well, you got time to play video games, don't you? And I was like, that's true. I go, I do. And she's like, you got time to play on your phone? And I go, yeah. She's like, well, put that time somewhere else. And I was like, you know what? I go, you're right, we should do it. So she's like, why don't you just put your time into, you know, doing videos, you know, go ride, and then do editing. And I was saying, like, I'm not gonna say no to riding. The editing is gonna be the hard part for me. I don't have the patience to sit there and just do that stuff. I don't have the patience to learn it. I could do it if I knew it, but but I don't know it, so I don't have the patience to do it. Man, look how smoky it is, man. There's so many fires going on right now. 2020, man, I'll tell you what, is crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm ready for the new year. So that's what we're gonna kind of do. Get into doing this. We're gonna dedicate time. I'm thinking about taking some like Adobe Premiere editing classes so I can learn how to do it with ease. That's the issue. I could do it, but at what point is it not efficient, you know? Like I said, I could do it, but it's gonna take me forever to do it, and at some point it's not efficient. I can, let me tell you what, back in the day, I didn't have money for all this stuff, right? I didn't have money to do an Adobe subscription or anything like that. I was using Windows Movie Maker, man. Let me tell you what, I wish that the end quality, like when you actually finished it, was like, or when you exported it, it was nicer because it was simple and it worked just fine, but it came out like crap. It came out crappy, but I know how to use that. So anyway, we're gonna try to get into doing that, and try to kind of be a little dedicated to doing the motovlogs here. I think it'll be fun. But anyway, so I guess we'll start off with the bike that I'm on right now. I actually got this bike for free, like, I don't know, the beginning of this winter, or sorry, summer, beginning of the summer. I have two of these. I have a blue one that's a 2005. It's an SV650, and then this is a 2006. Now this one has the full fairings and everything, and the full front fairing, all that stuff. My blue one, my 2005, which I had before this one, it doesn't have any of these fairings. It's just got like one of those round lights. That bike probably won't be rode till next summer. It's got some issues with it. We're thinking about turning it. Well, I'm thinking about turning it into a bobber, cutting off the rear seat, doing some cool stuff to it. Maybe lowering the seat a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. For being a 600, they're not a super sport by any means. I didn't get in front of this car. Oh Jesus! I'll show you guys that win. Yeah, we'll do 100. We'll do 110. Ah! I think at least 100, 113 is the highest number I saw. Out in Mexico, of course. Totally out in Mexico. Anyway, the bikes are great. For being a 600, they're not no super sport. They're not going to go 150 miles an hour. I geared mine up just a little bit, so I get a little bit more highway because I commute on this bike every single day when the weather allows. Anyway, great bike for somebody that wants to get into riding bikes but doesn't want to start on like a 300. I mean, these really don't go that fast. They're super torquey, and they're small. They're great for smaller sized people. I feel a little too big on this bike. It's a great bike, you know. It's super powerful, but it's not super fast. You're not gonna kill yourself on it. I mean, I guess you always could, but you know, you don't feel like you're gonna kill yourself. You don't feel like it's too much, but it's just enough to have some fun with your buddies. Before all these bikes, my first street legal bike, man, I'll tell you what, I got it last March of 2019. That thing was a blast. It was a 2007 DRZ 400 SM, and it was modified like crazy, dude. That DRZ was great, man. There's a big backstory on it, but pretty much I got it from the original owner. He did a bunch of modification. He also worked for Suzuki. Yeah, dude, a bunch of stuff, but that thing was great. I blew it up really bad, like within a month of rebuilding it. Yeah, it was bad, but I miss it. That's also how I got the name Curb Rider, because riding around with the buddies, especially majority of the people I ride with are on Groms. I gotta find my own fun. I can't really go too fast, and I would jump off the curbs. You know, like when you're like a kid, you're getting on your bicycle, your little mountain bike, and you're jumping off all the little curbs and everything, like the little on-ramps, like when you actually drive up and then it turns into the actual walking curb. Oh yeah, you just fly off those things, man. Super fun. They started calling me the Curb Rider because I was always just riding around on curbs. So I figured we'll name the channel that. Oh, dude, let me tell you about all these fires going on. So pretty much we had people that are watching that weren't affected by the windstorm we just had. The wind was crazy. I think it was up to like 65 miles an hour in some areas. Insane. But the power company was shutting down power on places. Luckily we aren't affected by it. We live a little bit more in population. but they were shutting down power to combat like wildfires. Unfortunately, the wind knocked down a lot of power lines, and a lot of, what the hell is that? A lot of power lines went down, a lot of fires started. I got a couple friends that are kind of hurting from it. I know a couple people down south or southern Oregon that lost their homes, and it's super, super bad. You know, best luck to everybody, you know, that's being affected by it. Luckily that, you know, I wasn't. We went through and recorded, took photos of everything in all of our room and our whole entire apartment, just in case something happens, you know, we can get that insurance stuff. By the way, that's how you do it. You gotta have your renter's insurance, you gotta, you know, or your home insurance, you gotta have the coverage for fire damage and personal belongings. But you gotta go through and like record everything, man. And take photos, open up drawers and cabinets and, you know, and closets and nightstands. You got to make sure you get everything on video, because then you just take it in there and you go, bam, this is what I had, this is what's gone, you know. You got to take, like, you know, the best thing to do is take like timestamp photos too. You can go download an app, but you know, hopefully, you know, some of these people that were affected by it, you know, knew about that, made sure that they had their butts covered. It's crazy right now. I don't know if you can really capture the smoke. I feel like I can see it better in my visor, but you know, it's definitely smoky, especially out towards that way, and up north, south and north, man. There's a lot of fires. There's a fire way out east. I don't know about anything out west. I think there is, but I'm not 100%. I just hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody prepared for what was going on. I know that we did. We still kind of are, but I know that we prepared for it, you know, just in case. Don't worry, I'll grab the bikes. We'll make sure that those are out. But they're just as important as the kids, let me tell you what. Hey, they reopened the bridge. Small pops. Can we cut in between? Whee! That was a close one. I gotta get to work, fools. That was pretty much the moto vlog for today. I'm just down the road from work, so I got much more time to talk to you guys. But you know, I'm gonna try to do these like at least once a week, at least while the weather's permitting me. More so just trying to practice some stuff, but I wanted to get kind of a baseline of who I am, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely leave some comments below on what you guys think I should improve. Like I said, I'm still trying to work on the audio, so definitely let me know what you think. The editing is kind of going to be the weak leg here, so that's something that's going to get better over time. So kind of look past that, but any tips, anything is great, man. So just kind of, I guess, you know, leave your feedback, like, share, subscribe. Alrighty guys, I will see you next time. Bye.